he would have seen houses and tents and wagons. As far as the eye could see, there were people, there were saloons, there were brothels, there was everything. This was a very active and wild place.
But alongside wealth came crime. Once people realize there's gold in the river, greed overruns everything else. The idea that you need law and order, well, that's a secondary consideration. Morals, they were out the window. Outlaws, they came like a magnet, and that created nothing but trouble. The hills around town were practically filled with bandits and outlaws, and guess what? That led to murder. Was it this out-of-control crime that led to the town being abandoned? This lack of law enforcement couldn't last forever. A sheriff finally arrives with a couple of deputies. He's here to promote law and order. But is that all he's here to do? His name was Henry Plummer, and he quickly got to work. He built a prison and began rounding up the troublemakers.
The first jail in Montana, you can just imagine what it would have been like here in the wintertime. Henry Plummer was a man that had multiple tribes. He put on this great front and he showed, by building the jail and saying that he was an honest, hard-working law enforcement official. But on the other side, nothing is ever as crystal clear as that he likes to believe it is.
Maybe Plummer wasn't all that he seemed. Despite the arrival of the sheriff, Bannock would soon become more violent.
What's good, Brian?
Why was Plummer so ineffective? And what does he have to do with the stories of buried treasure that still haunt these streets?
Salute. What's good, Paul? Appreciate the like.
In the 1860s, the gold mining town of Bannock, Montana was one of the most lawless places in America. Henry Plummer had arrived to
I
become
appreciate
the
y'all.
settlement's
What's
first
good,
sheriff,
Paul?
but nothing had changed.
What's good, Brian? What's
And
good,
the people
Jenny?
of the town were
How y'all doing?
So the sheriff and his deputies were just not enough to bring law and order to this
Hope
place.
everybody has a
So
blessed
new
day.
group
Good
sets
morning.
itself up, the Montana Vigilantes. The locals band together to do something about all the crime. The masked men of the Montana Vigilantes began hunting down suspected criminals and executing those they deemed guilty.
Appreciate the like.
Was riddled with corruption. But what's really interesting is that it comes to our attention that the center of that corruption was the sheriff himself. A rumor spread that Plummer might be the secret head of a terrifying gang of bandits known
Hey, I appreciate the like. I'm about to do this for y'all. Look,
the Montana Vigilantes decided to take
I'm gonna set
action.
this up pretty soon.
On a freezing cold night, Henry Plummer and his men, taken from their
I'm about to set it up.
from the saloons, are captured by vigilantes.
Gotta learn how to use it for y'all.
Area out here where they would meet their final demise. All
I gotta learn how to do it. I appreciate
So were
that.
the vigilantes right to execute Plummer? A certain tale about his last moments has some convinced. One legend has it that on his way to the gallows, Sheriff Plummer pleaded for his life, and in exchange for his life, he offered a location where a secret stash of gold worth $100,000 back then was buried. But despite the sheriff's death, the violence continued, and some began to think it was the Montana Vigilantes who had been behind the crime all along. In fact, Bannock remained as lawless as ever until 1870, when the gold began to run out. With times like these, out in the wild, when the incentive for people to stay is gone, people just left. Only a few stayed. Then there was the sheriff's hidden treasure. He
everybody, make sure you hit the follow button and follow everybody
Did it
back.
really exist? It was never found.
A small number of tough inhabitants continued to eke out a life in Bannock, but by the 1950s, the population had dwindled, and what remained of the infamous mining town became a state park. But the mystery at the heart of its lawless past still endures. Was Sheriff Plummer Bannock's real criminal mastermind? And will we ever find his missing treasure?
Did they get rid of him because he was bad? Or did they get rid of him because he was good? No one knows for certain.
In southwest Poland, deep in the woods of the Owl Mountains, lies a secret entrance into a dark underworld.
From the outside, it doesn't really look much at all, but when you get underground, it's vast.
Nah, I got off and went back on. It's been hours.
Inside, murky tunnels lead
Nah, it's been
into
like
eerie
5.
halls
It's been like
and
4
dark
hours.
caves. Is this a natural phenomenon or something more sinister?
It's the rock that
I
we
appreciate it though. Can you drop a like for me, Federo?
There's something that's been built here to create those hollows.
Somebody has gone to great lengths to make this secret underground facility.
The only reason you carve your way into rock is either to get something valuable out of it or put something valuable into it.
Above the ground, the mystery continues with these puzzling concrete structures. Who built this vast complex?
To make those holes in that rock, anyone working on that is going to be horrendous conditions.
This
Depends
is a
where you're at.
creation that caused great suffering and that aimed to support an evil and ruthless regime.
It's a place that demonstrates the willingness of
Hey,
people
can y'all give me the 5?
to do the most
Hi,
difficult
stupid.
things, to
What's up,
carve
Berna?
their way into mountains in order to keep the
He called
machinery
stupid.
of death operating.
Polish author Igor Witkowski knows these underground tunnels and the vast caverns better than anyone.
Watch your mouth.
The largest
No, I'm just kidding.
are about 100 meters long, 12 meters high,
Ram.
and around
Y'all may let me
10
ram it.
meters wide. That gives some idea as to the scale of the project.
Those secret subterranean halls were around the length of a football field. So what dark purpose
I didn't even know
did this
anything about
vast
that, Ian.
complex have? And who was forced to build it?
I don't agree with it.
Hey guys, there's a change in here. Two changes.
No bueno.
The three-roll luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
I didn't even hear about it. Yeah, come with me real quick. I'm gonna go get. You gotta give me a little drink real quick. Gotta give me a drink. Hold on. Better be vodka. Hell no, that's my Dr. Pepper. Bro. I don't drink beer.
on Roku.
Football fans and competitors. When it comes to tailgating, this season we've got new team, new superfans here in the middle of Big Foot Soo. Oh, I'm getting excited.
I tried to go live on Twitch like y'all told me to.
In the shadowy woods of
That shit
present-day
sucks.
Poland lies an underground network of tunnels carved
Twitch
out of
sucks.
solid rock. The facility's original use is shrouded in mystery,
Twitch
and its
sucks.
location offer a clue.
Here's a place that is isolated from other population centers. It's hard to get to.
Hidden by
Yes, sir.
forests, this remote facility is almost invisible from the air. This was essential when it was first built, at the height of the Second World War. The Nazis and other Axis powers dominated Europe, including this part of present-day Poland, but their deadly empire was under threat. By 1943, the Allies had stepped up their aerial attacks, raining down bombs on cities across German territory.
It's a shock to the Germans. All of a sudden, the reality of the Allied bombing campaign becomes very, very real.
As Germany loses control of the skies over the Third Reich, Germany has got to harden the protection of its industry.
And they start a program to put as many things as possible deep underground for fear of the Allied bombers.
Desperate to turn the tide of the war, the Germans invested in this
I don't know
colossal
what you're talking
feat
about.
of engineering. It was part of a top-secret Nazi project, codenamed Der Riese, the Giant.
If we were building a tunnel complex like this in peacetime, tunneling through hard rock, we'd use machinery, we would use fuel. But of course, the Nazis were fighting the Second World War. They couldn't spare resources.
This could have explained why the tunnels were abandoned before they were finished. But the Nazis found a solution to the lack of supplies.
No.
We're looking at a facility that has been built with thousands of slave laborers. And by 1943-44, the German war economy is operating under a massive slave labor system.
Der Riese was close to several of the Third Reich's most sickening apparatus, the concentration camp. With this facility, the Nazis found a perverse use for the men and women they tortured.
My original channel already got 14K.
This is like a
So this one's just for fun.
concentration camp that has been deployed into a mountain. Everyone there is
I've already
being
had
put to death.
6.8 million views on my shorts.
This almost inexhaustible supply of slave labor makes it even more eerie when you look at how much of the hollows and how much of the network was built by
I'll show you.
the blood, sweat, and tears of slave laborers.
It was a horrendous work. I would say that it was the closest analogy to Dante's Inferno.
The Germans were desperate to complete this secret construction at any cost. But why? Even after the war, its true purpose was obscured. Some Nazi leaders claimed it was designed as a secret headquarters for Hitler. But theories still swirl around these tunnels and caverns. Igor has his own chilling hypothesis.
The reason was
I've had millions of views on my shorts,
its purpose was research and manufacture weapons of
so I know exactly what we're talking about.
large files on this pattern might be
Hundreds,
used
thousands.
for assembly of large weapons such as aircraft, missiles, and so on.
With the Allies advancing into German territory, the Nazis
Hmm.
were in desperate need of a miracle weapon. This where they
That's why this one is just for fun.
weapon.
That's why this one is just for fun.
In
How much
remote
do you
southern
earn
Poland
from this,
is a
by the way? I won't say.
underground complex. Built by the Nazis, its epic proportions suggest it was central to their efforts in the Second World War. And one theory claims this was where the Germans were pinning their hopes for transforming their fortunes in the war.
It's harder than you think.
These tunnels are
Took me a long
intended to
time.
be a place where
But this one's growing pretty
German
fast, I ain't
know-how,
gonna lie.
German racial superiority is going to create the wonder weapons, the Wunderwaffen, that will enable Germany to win the war.
So was this site developing an experimental super weapon? The mystery only deepens when you explore further.
Just vast in itself, but actually there's another 5 underground constructions along this particular mountain range.
The whole region is littered with these facilities, which were heavily
Because
armed and hidden from
I don't
view.
like to put live on that one. There's too many trolls.
Abandoned in various stages of completion. It's
Plus, I just don't
believed
want to
the
right now.
intention was for them all to link up, forming a vast underground city that could win the war for Germany.
The Germans hope to build
I'm trying to get
probably the largest
have 2 of them.
underground
That way,
facility in the entire Third Reich. But
you won't understand.
has never been finished.
You'll understand if you ever get into it.
The Red Army, the Soviet Army, is relentlessly invading westward, taking back big chunks of Europe from the
This
Nazis.
is 20 questions.
As the Red Army comes closer, like the rest of the SS's concentration camp system, everything is death marched back into Germany in order to ensure that there will be no evidence left for the war crimes tribunal.
By the end of 1944, the Russians had reached the Polish capital, Warsaw. Early the next year, the Nazis fled to Riza, abandoning their epic underground project. Today, questions and rumors still abound about Riza's role in the Nazi war machine. But what's certain is the terrible price paid
If
by
you don't like
those
it, you
who
can
were
go.
forced to construct it.
Give you 1 minute to figure it out.
An underground
And don't come on here telling me what to
concentration
do.
camp where
If you don't like it, you can go.
thousands of people were forced to breathe their last in the service of an evil regime. This is a monument to the deaths
What's good,
of
Michelle?
millions.
From now on, everybody that says something about smoking is
At the
going on
southwestern
timeout.
tip of England, deep in the tranquil Cornish
Everybody.
countryside, is a valley scattered with overgrown remains.
I'm not playing anymore. I'm gonna put that as one of the pretty soon you're not gonna be able to type that. Watch.
There's all sorts of curious
I'm gonna do the
things
setting
going on.
right after this live. So y'all can't be saying that anymore.
It's a confused site with a variety of abandoned buildings, some partly buried masonry,
Y'all care so
some
much about
collapsed structures.
what other people do on their life.
From
What
beneath
about
the
yourself?
grass, bizarre
about your
circular
life?
mounds appear alongside the ruins.
Looking deeper here, there's clearly been a lot of activity over a considerable period of time.
Appreciate it.
It's
Go ahead and
got
follow me,
remains
Michelle.
of
I'll
some
follow you
big
back.
buildings, but in part it looks like they've been pulled down or they've fallen down or something's even broken.
Almost nothing remains of the extensive structures that once stood here.
Clearly, nature has taken its toll on the landscape here, but there's also
This guy is the most dominant in the game.
Yeah, I'll follow you back. I appreciate the like too.
Get nuts.
Jasmine.
Okay, traffic. And you pay
pictured myself getting caught.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I had to burp. It's like Dr. Pepper, I told you. Everybody follow Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. She's a real one.
We didn't give up, but you're kind of just waiting after day 2, 3 going on that, hey, a body's been recovered. You hope and you pray that that's not the fact, but that's how usually the cases with the stranger kidnapped go.
Sure enough, as investigators scour the city, they come across human remains not far from Debbie Police's home. That's not her. The body would be dead. Decomposed after only 3 days.
In that area, doing the main corridor of Route 40, you know, serial murder working that same corridor, so it wasn't that much of a surprise.
Hey, yo, come get one more person that like.
But in a small house across town, Gabby is trying to take matters into her own hands.
I work with bullshit plans. You know, for a while.
Steve Wilkos show. I ain't seen that in a long time. Maury.
I'm a criminal.
Sir?
Yeah.
I'm really worried about my kids. I'm in the walking. I had shown him my wrist. I said, my wrists are getting infected. And I said, sir, I said, if you're going to keep me and if you want me to be
He
safe,
said, boy,
we
something's
need to think of
burning.
something else. And he decided that he would try handcuffs.
Oh, man.
And that is actually when he said to me, you're getting expensive.
I'm
And I said, what
dead.
do you mean? He said, they were $5 a pair. And I thought to myself, he fed me one time.
I'm
He
gonna
spent
clip
$10
that.
on these cuffs. He's not going to spend much more.
Boy, something's burning.
When he put the cuffs on, I didn't let him
Oh,
know.
man.
With the rips, I could not move my wrist. And with the cuffs, I could actually.
I don't know why that
go like
reminded me of
but I would
the
not
Shrek
allow
movie.
him to
I'll
see
get you
that.
out of there. Don't panic.
I had the cuffs, one pair on my wrists, a pair on my ankles, with a hog tie.
So, can you hear me? I'll get you out of there.
Be sure. I'm not sure these are tight enough.
Man, that shit is funny.
He said, I'm leaving. I said, I promise you I'll be here when you get back.
Man. Make sure you go through the back door
I
because the front one's
remember with my
locked.
hands behind my back, working to get the knot undone of the hog tie. I gasped. I thought, oh my gosh, I've done it. Once I took the hog tie off, I was able to sit up in a normal position, go to the edge of the bed. I went
Bring me another
forward,
lighter too. I might
and
need it.
I tried to calm myself down. And this is where I heard a voice. And I swear that it was the voice of my husband, and he said, hang in there, honey. And I truly believe it was a sign.
She lying like a motherfucker.
Because I was calm, I was refocused, I moved forward, and I felt the doorknob. And when I turned the knob, I truly didn't know for sure
Well,
that
slow
he was
down.
gone. But I thought, Debbie, you're either going to get out of here or die in this house tonight.
Can you have them
And
drop
I
a
was
like and
prepared.
you too? That way it counts as
So
two
I
though.
turned the knob.
And this is weak.
And because of the nearsightedness, I really could not see much. But earlier in the afternoon, he had put his phone, a landline, on the table. And I thank God to this day, the landline phone is there. With my hands behind my back, I was able to dial.
The small grader runs trying to pull more than 4 times its weight from the ditch. The dense snow holds the rig like wet cement. Inch by inch, they manage to drag it out of the snowbank. With the road clear, Lisa starts up the steep grade toward the summit.
You don't show up to the door with a pack.
Even with chains on every drive wheel, Lisa's truck barely clings to the ice.
The problem is, what do you do? Spin out holding the chain. I don't know.
While Lisa's pilot car driver scouts for oncoming traffic,
You don't?
she struggles to stay on the
For real?
road.
I think that shit's real.
Already can't hardly see and I barely put my ears on.
I believe in Bigfoot, for real. Sure. There's gotta be.
Lisa considers shifting to a lower gear.
We're finding stuff in the sea every day that we don't know. I could imagine with other stuff that we haven't seen hidden off somewhere. You don't believe in UFO? Go watch the news. The news will tell you there's proof.
It's slow going.
We're not the only
All the
ones.
way to the top.
Okay, we're made it over to Anigan. We're alive. We didn't hit anything or anyone.
Lisa made the climb intact,
Yeah, I hear 'em, bro. They're coming.
but her pilot car was not so lucky.
Yeah, I think I do too. Everybody does. I think everybody does in the chat. But I believe in aliens too.
For the remaining 240 miles, Lisa will be completely on her own.
Remember looking at books when I was young.
170 miles north.
Oh, Bigfoot. Remember looking at shit when I was young. School.
We can't go anywhere if we wanted to. Waiting for a break in the weather.
You know, it's the safest place to be right now till the wind dies down. Figure out when we can get out of here and leave pilot cars back into town. The weather service said that it's not gonna last too much longer.
I appreciate it. You like the string though too, Pralak?
Get this stuff done.
Every hour Jack is delayed means lost money and fewer loads delivered for Carlisle. Carlisle Trucking is a central player in oil production in the state of Alaska.
This winter of 2008, 2009, we're shaping up to probably be one of the busiest we've seen in the last 10 years. My brother and I started Carlisle Transportation in 1980.
Sat down with
Both of us were driving trucks about 1985.
Flatwood
We
monster.
started probably our first call to Clear Bay.
Do you remember the
Carlisle was operating about 100 Class 8 tractors out of Fairbanks here. Routinely, a full-time
I'm doing pretty good.
make well over 100,000 a year.
you like the string? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the sea monster. Flatwoods monster. I never heard of it.
Alex is still trying to make his first buy. He's picking up a new trailer to replace the one with the broken spring.
We're feeling good today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to go back on the stream after it's done and we
Jack
watch
McCann is a
some of that.
veteran trucker who will lead Alex on his first solo run up the haul road. Bigfoot lengths of pipe are commonly used on
What's
oil
up?
rigs, but transporting
The
them can
Jash.
be hazardous if they're not properly
Can you like
anchored
the
to
stream for me,
straps.
bro? How you
If
been?
unsecured in a sudden stop, the pipes could pierce the cab and kill the driver.
Tighten everything up, we're ready to head north to Pluto Bay now. Okay, Alex, I'll meet you up the hilltop. Okay, good luck.
Alex and Jack depart for the 500-mile journey, where Alex will face the biggest challenge of his career.
You're always looking out for surprises. So the good surprises, they don't turn to bad surprises.
Un accidente automovilístico puede destrozar tu vida.
When it comes to Bigfoot, there are two kinds of people: skeptics and believers. If you're a believer, it's probably because you had your own encounter with the beast. With over 50 new sightings a year, men and women from across North America are eager to share their stories. As rare as these encounters are, they are enough to warrant a search party for this elusive creature. It does beg the question, though. Why are so many people able to spot this thing without ever having proof of its existence? These are the types of questions being asked at the second annual Spokane Valley Sasquatch Roundup. Speakers came from all over the Pacific Northwest to share research, discuss common behavior reported, and promote future research. And research is exactly what Stephen Major of Extreme Expeditions was prepared to do. As organizer of the Sasquatch Roundup, Major had planned this event right before leading his very own investigation. Two of the event speakers had agreed to accompany Major: Larry Beans Baxter, a Bigfoot researcher and police officer from Alaska, and Amy Booth, co-founder of Project Zoobook, a group which seeks to bridge the gap between Bigfoot researchers and the scientific community.
Form a thorough investigation of the area to see what kind of credible evidence that we can find of Bigfoot here in the area. So tonight what we're doing is we're setting out a number of different things. We have game cameras, we have infrared cameras that will be recording, we have audio gear, we have some of the most comprehensive gear that we've ever had before on an expedition.
Being prepared for this type of expedition is crucial, but no matter how prepared you are, finding a Bigfoot is like winning the lottery, and even a ticket is hard to come by.
Some of the difficulties that we'll be facing up here is that it's very, very dense forest. There's a lot of foliage. You're not going to get a lot of clear field of vision, which could hamper all of our night vision and thermal images. Moving through the forest is going to be very, very difficult as well.
Bigfoot isn't the only thing in these woods that concerns them. The local wildlife create another set of obstacles.
Of course, you can see in front of me a bunch of firearms, which I know a lot of people are uneasy about when it comes to firearms and Bigfoot. But we're not out to kill it. We're just out here for research and either just for our protection from local wildlife, mainly cougar, wolves, and bears. We have something to use to defend ourselves. ARs, shotguns, AK-47s, pistols, is basically what we carry when we're out hiking alone.
I'm really excited to be here. We've heard from Will that there's a lot of activity here, a lot of vocalizations, a lot of knocks. So I'm just really hoping that we can get out and have some experiences tonight. Some of the problems, though, is I'm not familiar with this area at all. I'm not familiar with the vegetation, the animals that are around here. So I think we're going to have to rely on Will quite a bit to be our guide in this part of the country.
The camp is now officially set up, and dusk is upon them. Cameras surround the camp, and the team is ready for any activity or noise. As the darkness grows, so does the anticipation for what
kind of fucking question is that? Are you stupid?
Northern Washington is known for its timber production, and for good reason. Stretched across this state are millions of acres of dense forests, and in the middle is this group of modern-day explorers looking for answers to age-old questions. It's been less than 24 hours, and already the team has started hearing some strange sounds.
I didn't sleep very good at all, and I was just drifting off to sleep, and I heard a really loud sound from that direction, and it sounded like a tree fell over or a car crash or something. I don't know, but it was really loud, and then it woke me up, and I sat there and listened, and I didn't hear anything else. Moving through the brush over here.
It sounded like somebody taking steps through the brush over here. Stephen and Will have identified the direction of the wood knocks coming in from the southwest, which points precisely towards Will's Squatchy Road. The team has decided to name this road Squatch Road, and it looks like it's coming to the Lipton. The team is eager to traverse towards the West Hill, to not only explore in the direction of the wood knocks, but also to see Will's discovery from a couple days ago. However, Deans and Amy want to set up a trail camera to the east of camp to cover the opposite direction.
What we're going to do today is we're going to start out on this trail behind me. We're going to walk the perimeter of the lake. And what we want to do is we're going to take some game cameras with us. But we don't want to set them up just anywhere. We want to look for signs. We want to look for disturbances, game trails, footprints of any type of animal, really. We don't want to leave the rest of our equipment back at camp, so we're leaving Steve in here. He's going to reconfigure the cameras we have set up here, see if we can catch anything tonight.
Okay, guys, be safe out there, have a good time, and be very mindful of any sign. And if you see anything interesting, give me a holler on Channel 5.
Sounds good.
Vivi, see you later.
See ya.
Deans and Amy make their way through the woods, keeping their eyes peeled and ears sharp. They've already heard various sounds and tree knocks since they've arrived in the area, but have yet to hear any sort of vocalization. Vocalizations are rare, but if there is a Sasquatch in the area, the team may get lucky.
So when I first got invited to come to Stevens County, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I watched.
So Ganja.
Jared James wasn't sure what he was expecting when he discovered a burned out
Appreciate
truck
the
on
light, bro.
South 40 this morning. James was patrolling the perimeter of the land just after sunrise when he saw the truck in the distance.
What time is it where you're at, bro? Oh shit. Oh, I guess it's only 3 hours. 3 hours ahead. Damn. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. A good morning, or good noon, I should say.
I should keep this.
Come on, lady, if you...
This might work on that door.
Oh, shit. I hear Leatherface. Oh, shit, here it comes. Oh. Thought I was cooked for a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, he didn't even see me. I just moved. Damn it. Yeah, he really wants me. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Gosh. Oh, I might be cooked. Oh, are you serious? Damn, bro, must just... Damn, this dude really wants me so bad. Pause. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude, what? I just can't freaking... Just what? That shit's so stupid, bro. I'm like 10 feet up the ladder. I hope he fucking... Fuck. Hey, low key, I think you can go back on that stream and you can you can rewatch the whole thing that showed you. Cause I would have to go out of I would have to go. My other phone's charging right now. It's dead. But you can go back to that stream and watch the whole thing if you just find it. The one, it wasn't it yesterday. The one where I was showing you all the stuff. Yeah, cause my phone's right here is charging. It's dead. But he plugged it in. But I'll for sure do that for you though. But I still got the same other stuff. Just got some more, a little bit more of the snow beef in there. I'm about to pick up some more pretty soon. It's on the way. I don't know how I get found first. Every time I play this damn game, I get found first. I wonder where Hazel went. She should be here soon, probably. You gonna go up, cat? Come on, here. Let the kitty out. Came in and said hi real quick. I appreciate everybody for still being up in here. It's been a long stream. It's been like an hour already. I'm trying to beat my record though. People be streaming for like 5 hours and shit. That's crazy. What the hell? My bad, y'all. I'm playing the game right now. What?
Hey, Roger.
What you say?